shall we smack into this thing?
Welcome back. 307 Reacts.
Real smooth.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a damn good show last weekend.
We
bro.
did, didn't we, man?
Yeah.
It was great. We it's not, again, that type of music, not my cup of tea, but it was really cool that, like, you know, over the last year we've gotten to kind of know these people through the YouTube thing, and then, like, all of a sudden here they are showing up.
Here they are in town.
Showing up in our hometown.
We got Struggle coming April 9th.
Seriously, like, Struggle Jenny's going to be here. We've got possibly Just in Time, maybe
the Moonshine Bandits and Just in Time gonna be. Yeah,
like here they are, just all of a sudden coming through. We're like, hey, if you guys come out to Casper anytime.
And the crazy thing is, I guess they've been coming for the past couple years.
Brian Upchurch was here like 5 years ago with Demon Jones. With Demon Jones at the place we saw Demon Jones last weekend. Crazy. It's crazy. So, anyways. Yes, we had a damn good show. So with that, we also have a damn good show today.
Yeah,
Mr. Dusty Leigh.
Mr. Dusty Leigh.
Soften the Stone.
Which I will say, one of the most humble,
man, what a cool dude,
genuine dudes.
Yeah, what a cool dude
I have met in person. Like, no artist ever. And I even said this to you at the show. I was like, no local artist here in town they're nobodies. Okay. They don't hang out with everybody before and after the show.
Yeah, they we've talked about it before on here. They hang out in the green room, which is literally next to the stage where everyone can see you.
Yeah.
But no one wants to come up there and stand next to the stage.
Like Dusty Leigh sat at a table for a brief second, like right next to ours.
Yeah.
And then, like, when he comes in, he's like shaking people's hands. He's meeting.
He walked through the front door like he bought a ticket for the fucker. You know, like
he's like, I'm gonna be at the bar and I'm gonna be in my merch booth. Come find me anywhere, dude. Come hang out.
We went and
like I talked to him 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah, so did we.
Kenna. Here's the thing, dude. We made a believer of Kenna. She started a Spotify playlist.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Kenna.
All right. That's
good.
Kind of impressive, actually.
I know,
wow,
right?
Okay.
She was like, I didn't realize they were such cool dudes.
Yeah, really
like,
cool,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, me and Becca actually before we left. Well, it was like when Demon was getting ready to get on stage. Went and got Dusty Leigh a shot and brought it back to him. We got him a Vegas bomb, and he had just gotten off stage like 10-15 minutes ago, and he was eating back at his merch table. We come back and had 3 shots, and he come walking out, and he like picks it up and smells it, and he goes, my kind of people. He's all, thank God it's not bourbon, man. It's Vegas bomb. It's my kind of people. That was funny, man. He's just a good dude, just like a genuine guy, man. Like,
he is.
So anyways, we're going to check out his latest release, Soften the Stone, right?
Soften the Stone.
This came out a few days ago.
Yeah.
In our time, again, your time is a week ahead or
week
behind
later,
or whatever it is. Yeah. So anyways, so we're just going to check it out. We had a really good experience with him over this last weekend, so we're going to pay him some respect on the page here.
And I guess I still got a message, Adam, Mr. Dusty Leigh, on Instagram, and tell him what you told me to tell him.
That's right.
And we'll go from there.
All right, let's keep at it.
Full Scope Cinema.
They always do good work. They do good work, man.
They do. I gotta turn this bitch over.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's all flashing.
Yeah.
That's that blue collar money, bro.
That's that blue collar stuff, dude.
Here we go now. I pour a light beer into my cup. I'll be right here, not giving up. Every second, every minute, not giving up. Every day, every week, not giving up. An ice cold beer keeps calling my name. Sitting back, watching that pendulum swing. When it's time to go, I'm on my way to lighten the load. Shots lined up like a football team. I fix my problems with a bottle of bean.
Yeah.
When I rock, I roll. Soak myself in whiskey cause it's soft as a stone. It's just one of those filthy old no good days. I deal with those like a pro in my own ways. Boss man talking crazy, I don't know what he thinks. I might rip his head off if I don't get me a drink. I was bottle full of rage, now I'm flipping the page. I'm a man's man, so I don't like to complain. Hey, 80 proof, give me that.
That is such a blue collar. Like, you guys, most of y'all are pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like, we'll have every once in a while somebody, oh, I can't believe you chew, or I can't believe you said that. That's not funny. And I'm like, bro, welcome to blue collar life. There's sitting there just humping tractors,
anything, whatever.
Like
it doesn't,
tires, random shit is just blue collar stuff.
There's something about working with your hands and getting dirty and you know, like getting hurt, you know, fucking busting your knuckles and that kind of shit. There's something about doing that kind of stuff that just gives you a sense of just not
sense
giving
of
a
humor.
shit. Yeah, like just not giving a shit, man. Like you can act like a child because everyone else is working as hard as you, and sometimes you just got to get that shit out, and it's funny. And
God, dude.
you're out in the middle of the open. Like there's no customers watching you. There's nothing. Like you're just out hanging out with your friends. You got to make the best of your day. You know, like
I got to tell you guys a story. So I had an air hammer, a pneumatic hammer that had busted, which I knew it was coming. The day finally came that I had to buy a new one. $670.
I think you told me about that, actually.
So I buy one, and the tool guys tell me how badass it is, okay? Which, I mean, every tool guy is going to tell you that, okay? But this guy, I have a certain level of respect for this guy because I told him, like, hey, man, I want to look at ordering this. He has told me, don't bother, dude. It's not good. He goes, I know that's my brand. Not a good tool, right? So, like, I value his opinion because he ain't going to bullshit me.
Yeah, fair enough.
So he tells me, he's like, dude, this is one of the most badass air hammers I've ever had. He was like, you got to go, even if you don't have to use it right away, take it in, plug it in, just give it a rip.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. So that's exactly what I do. Now, it comes with a punch, and the punch is about a 1/4 inch or 3/8 maybe, and it's just flat at the end. It's not pointed, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, there's literally no use I will ever have for that in my field anyway. I'm sure people who like bust out rivets and shit on railroad stuff, like that would
it'd
make
be a good thing
sense,
for like a roofing company or something. Anyone's working with sheet metal, that kind of stuff. I don't know.
So, which I do none of. So, I'm sitting there with Mason. I was like, dude, what the fuck am I going to use this for? Like, this specific bit. He's like, I don't know, dude. And I was like, oh, I know what it is, dude. It's a dildo attachment. I'll fucking plug it into my gun, and I'm just sitting there very lightly pulling the trigger. It's going, good. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I give it, brrr, brrr. I'm fucking screaming across the shop, holding my... having the gun just full blast going off. I'm losing my mind. Mason's falling all over the shop laughing. I mean, he's falling over creepers and tools and all sorts of... He's trying to grab tires and they're all spinning and shit, like falling to the ground, just laugh. And we laughed about that shit for about 2-3 hours. Like, I don't know why it was so funny. It just was. But that's that blue collar humor.
That weird 5-year-old humor, man. Sometimes it comes out and we like it. That's just what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Man's man, so I don't like to complain. Hey, that proof, give me that. Fill me up, kick it back. Came to get drunk and I can live with that. And ice cold beer keeps calling my name. Sitting back watching that pendulum swing. When it's time to go, I'm on my way to lighten the load. Shots lined up like a football team. I fix my problems with a bottle of Beam. When I rock, I roll. Soak myself in whiskey cause it's off as a stone.
Those are really guys.
Cruising in my beat down pickup truck. Pothole, flat tire, my pickup stuck. Took a couple hours, now my pickup's up. It's just one of them days, I'm not giving up. Had to make a pit stop and switch things up. Almost had the hour, more bang for my buck. I was down in the dumps, now I'm out of the bump. I raise my cup and then it's cheers to raising my love. Nice cold beer keeps calling my name. Sitting back watching that pendulum swing. When it's time to go, I'm on my way to lighten the load. Shots lined up like a football team. I fix my problems with a bottle of Beam. When I rock, I roll. Soak myself in whiskey cause it's off as the stone. It's off as the stone.
All right,
Hell
man.
yeah.
All right, man.
That was good, man. That was real good.
Yeah, it's interesting to see him kind of like in that, like that was kind of a bop. That was good, man. I like that a lot. It's kind of a different vein than I've seen him in before. You know, like kind of comedic and just having a good time.
Just having
man.
a good time.
I love that. I'm all about it. He's like showing him where to put the dirt.
He's like there.
That's great, man. Yeah, it was good. I've never actually worked like an actual construction job. Have you?
No.
I worked for the closest I got. I worked for a company. It was like a contracting company that built a set of condos that's like actually over in my old neighborhood. And I like helped them, build their decks and things like that were actually on the thing. Poured some concrete, did some things like I guess it was kind of construction, but it wasn't like road construction or like like I wasn't building like industrial buildings or something. So I don't know. I wasn't doing any of the heavy lifting stuff. I was doing like at the time time, I think I was like 17 or something like that, maybe even younger than that. So they weren't putting me on real heavy shit. They were just like, you're doing the grunt work, the bitch work. You know, you're gonna tie rebar and like, you know, you're gonna muck around in the concrete and set up the barriers and stuff. So just menial work, but that's the closest I've ever been to working.
You're gonna take all this trash over here and you're gonna put it over there.
Literally my job.
And then this other guy who's also 17, he's gonna take it from there and put it in a truck.
See that?
And then gonna sit in that truck, and then another 17-year-old gonna unload it somewhere else.
See that pile of shit that we've been building up over there full of trash? Well, now your job is to go clean up that pile of trash. Like, good.
Sick.
Yay, I'm making $9.50 an hour. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I worked with extreme coil drilling, which I mainly destroyed more things than I built.
That's how I feel I did at that job too.
Which
I didn't do shit at that job.
Which was my job, I will say. Okay, we worked on a lot of oil rigs. I mean, it was extreme coil drilling. It's now owned by Akita. But they had a whole bunch of pipe that they couldn't use anymore because it didn't meet whatever EPA standards or whatever the fuck, right?
Yep.
So I had, I think it was 7.5 miles of steel pipe.
Wow.
And I'm talking the pipe's about this big around, and then it has collars that, you know, and then you take the pipe and twist it and then go down. These pipes weigh approximately about 1,000, 2,000 pounds a piece.
Yeah.
And they're like that thick, guys. They're massively thick. Well, here's the problem. We can't just fucking throw them away, right? Where the fuck you gonna throw them at?
It's really hard to get a truck that'll smash that.
And you can't just take it to the recyclers
because it's too thick, right? You got to recycle it a special way or whatever.
It's too big.
Well, yeah, I guess.
So
right.
I had to take and cut these into 3-foot sections.
Oh my God!
I cut 7 miles of drill pipe into 3-foot sections for like an entire summer. Oh my God, guys! I got real creative. I was like, you know what? After I went through, I think I busted like 7 chop saws, and I was like, dude, fuck that. I've got through like 3 pipes with these 7 chop saws.
Yeah.
Like, this is not cutting it. So we went and got an actual like torch for torch cutter, which was great. It was a little bit slower, but
more efficient. It worked.
More efficient for sure.
Yeah.
I cranked that bitch up, fucking just, and I eventually got to the point to where I could bust a hole through one side and then sit there, focus, and bust a hole through the second side and just go forwards real slow and backwards, and it would cut it.
Nice. That's pretty dope.
But yeah, so I mean, I have been in the business of deconstruction for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know much about that life, but I do know about getting my hands dirty and like sweating one out. And
I've been a mechanic for 7 years now.
I've been technically a heavy machinery operator for coming on 10 years or something like that. So so I know what it's like to get dirty, and some days you work hard, man. Some days you work really hard, and it's nice. It's nice to get off and just like even when he was talking about it, when like I'm watching the scene, I'm watching like it looks like a hot summer day, and like he's talking about getting off work and like I just want to go get a beer, beer and a shot, and I'm like, man, that sounds kind of nice,
sounds good, man.
Sounds kind of nice on some days, it's just like some days you work hard and you just feel like you just need to unwind, and it just feels good to unwind in that setting. I don't know,
right?
Something about a dive bar setting every once in a while that you're just like, you know what, it's a good place to be after work. It just is comfortable. I don't know.
No, it's always been crazy to me how some auto shops, they're like, oh yeah, man, every Friday the guys get together after work and we all have a beer in the shop. I'm like, I would rather have a beer anywhere other than here.
Yeah.
Like,
the last thing I want to do on a Friday before the weekend is hang out at work longer. That's the last time. I've been trying to
guys.
Bro,
I'm going here.
I've been trying to get out of here since Friday morning. Okay, like
since Monday morning.
Last thing I want to do is hang out after work Friday. Like, I'm weird about that too. I'm like, no, let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, if you guys want to meet me somewhere, I'll be somewhere.
I'll be somewhere else.
Anywhere
you guys can
else.
Meet me there. Yeah, totally. I'm way.
I'll be in the Dunkin' Donuts bathroom after that.
Yeah, I don't anywhere. Doesn't matter anywhere. But yeah, that was great, man. I love the comedy. I love the shooting style, and like I said, it's nice to see Dusty kind of like out of his element and like doing this boppy kind of thing, man. I love it. It's almost got like a weird Chase Matthew kind of vibe.
Yeah,
thing
it did
going
kind of
on.
have a Chase, like, and I think a lot of it has to do with because I've heard this rapping style from him before.
Yeah.
But I think it's the instrumentals that were different because they weren't strictly hip hop.
It's
driven.
not like all synths. There was like real instruments in there. There was guitar and drums and stuff. So yep, that's where I was at too. I love it. I think it's great, man. 5 out of 5. I'll go 5 out of 5 on it.
You give 5 out of 5?
I think it was great. I love the humor.
5 out of 5. Yeah,
the construction humor, man, and like just the message itself. I think it's great, dude. I love it. And the fact that we just saw him, we're still all kind of like jazzed up about it.
Oh
like,
yeah. No, dude, he was a super cool dude.
He was really good.
Like Dusty, if you see this, I'm sorry, bro. I was wrong. Okay, I said something to Matt at the show. I was like, I kind of figured out of all the dudes in the rap scene, I would think that like Dusty Leigh and like Bravo Gator would probably be the two that would be like the green room rats, right?
Sure, yeah.
To where like they're gonna hang out in the green room till they go on stage, and then afterwards they might come out.
Yeah.
Nope, not at all.
Like we said, he walked through the front door like he bought a fucking ticket to the thing. You know what I mean?
He is all about the people.
We were sitting like right past the front door, at, like the second set of tables or whatever, and he come walking in, and Chris goes, "Oh, there's Dusty Leigh right there," and he literally like looked over and, "Oh, what's up, guys? How's it going, man?" Came over, shook our hands, we stood up, Chris gave him a hug, we shook his like. Right off the bat,
it was like
all the house lights were on. Nothing had even started yet. People were ordering dinner and shit. Like nothing was going on.
Yeah.
Like,
I was sitting there with a plate of ribs.
Yeah, no shit. Like, so super
up?
Cool, dude. I hope he's doing well on the road. I don't know if he's back at his house yet or not, or what's going on.
I do know.
Demon
did make it home today.
I saw his Instagram on that. Yep. So if the tour is over or whatever, if they've done their last thing, then great. If not, hopefully he's doing great on the road. Yeah. Hope you made it down to Denver okay. I know the roads got kind of shitty that night. So hope everything went well. I think it did. So I haven't seen anything.
Oh man,
it was good, man.
It was so good. Well, if you guys like this video as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. Bow. That was pretty cool.
That was funny as fuck.
It was
pretty cool when he played trucks too. That big truck song.
Yeah, he played his section.
Stupid. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm down with that.
I was kind of hoping he would